In 1 year, we've seen how something can evolve from an ad hoc request into a fully developed production-ready tool that we could go deploy. I think of ourselves as kind of a technology integrator. So we evaluate a lot of the brand new, very cool technologies that exist out in the world, and we find specific use cases within OPG that would benefit from the use of these technologies.
Anytime we can separate a human physically from that job, we know it's going to make things safer. So we thought Spot might be a good fit for that. We tried it out and saw some immediate benefits.
We need the ability to kind of remotely deploy a tool to assess some more information. And it's typically benefiting us by reducing the amount of radiation dose that a worker is going to take, so we call it radiation protection, or in some cases a conventional risk, like a worker risk that you're able to alleviate a little bit by having the robot operate in lieu of that. And so those are the type of missions that have started accumulating in OPG space, and we've seen a lot of real value from.
So the circuit breaker application with Spot, we had the circuit breaker which had an issue with the electrical protection, and they needed to remove that breaker and take it out of service. In order to remove that breaker, it would be too hazardous for a human to go in there, so we'd have to make a larger outage to a bigger system. It probably would have taken several months to get to that point where we could do that work. And they asked if there's a way to do it safely by using a robot to eliminate that hazard from the humans.
What we were able to do with some real practice in the Darlington Learning Center breaker lab, where we had a similar model of that breaker, was to practice on both the tripping of the breaker with the arm and then the ratcheting out using a socket. We also were able to get some support from Boston Dynamics directly for the ratcheting motion, so that when we were trying to rotate the tool, the arm had a special built-in function that was able to do that quickly for us. So with a lot of practice and some effort here in the lab, we got the confidence to say we can go execute this in the field.
After we shared our experience manually removing that breaker and some of the challenges, Boston Dynamics took that OPEX and they set up a lab test where they would see